Day 11 of quarantine. What am I up to?
Oh, just creeping on people in the park via my spectacles.
Greetings from quarantine.
Day 11.
Quarantine is conceptually different from self-isolation in that you're not allowed to cross the threshold of your door. But, I mean, given that how everything out there is closed anyway, it'll be nice to have that freedom, but like, the notion of self-isolation versus quarantine, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of difference other than the ability to take a walk and at least shop for our own groceries, which at this point will be
How are we doing?
I think you're doing better than me. I was like, I am going to be so productive. I bought into the productivity porn. I was like, I'm going to sharpen up some skills and get some personal projects done, and I'm going to work out, and I have literally just stared out the window or stared at the wall. Meanwhile, you're working out.
One exercise a day for my sanity. I'm in the same boat. I thought I'd come back and I thought I would paint pictures. I would edit videos. I'm doing sweet shit all. And kind of guilt-free too. My new hours of operation are usually running from about 12 o'clock lunchtime. I get up and I'm usually up till about 4 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m. I like it at night. It's calm, it's peaceful. I don't know.
You feel less obliged to do anything. It's been so nice outside, watching people out on bike rides and walks and so forth. It just feels like we're missing out. I mean, if the weather had been shitty all week, it'd have been fantastic, Vancouver's quarantined itself for weeks on end during heavy rainfall. Why can't we have some of that now? Just sort of naturally encourage self-isolation. And then we wouldn't feel bad about not being out there.
I think that's why I don't care right now. I don't care that I'm sleeping until 12 because it's better for my anxieties. I find my anxieties relax a lot more at nighttime when I see a dark, empty street. But big difference between self-isolation and quarantine. I can't wait till we actually get to experience self-isolation because therefore we'll have the freedom to go get our own groceries. Not that we're super grateful. Holy crap, are we ever grateful for all of our friends who are constantly going out and doing deliveries for us. But I get a great sense of happiness going out and cherry picking my food treasures. So I miss that immensely.
Although there is a certain degree of comedy in getting people to do the shopping for you. And when you ask them for certain things, in your mind, you're like, yeah, that's what I want. And then when it shows up, it's not what you expected.
I love it.
So we'll start with something simple, just a bag of fusilli pasta noodles. And we got ancient grains fusilli noodles, which is, I mean, awesome, but I never would have thought to buy this. This is not, even though I didn't even know this existed, like this ancient grains fusilli. But thank you for bringing it. And then what was it you asked for?
Oh, then we asked for my favorite Haagen-Dazs or whatever brand it is. We asked for caramel cone explosion. Yum. And then we got, and I love it,
Ice cream cones.
Cameo is the best. She's like, I don't know. You said cones and there were some cones.
Technically there are cones inside. We're going to enjoy these.
I love you, Cameo. You're the best.
Yeah, the highlights of our days are deliveries. Otherwise, the days just sort of slide by. I can't really tell if we got back last week or a million years ago.
Yeah, time is going by super fast, yet it's going by super slow. I'm going through a super roller coaster, as I'm sure everybody else out there is. It's weird, isn't it? It's fucking weird right now. But we got it good.
We got it really good.
We got it really good here.
We're still in communication with our friend Samit in Sri Lanka. It's such a great guy. I've enjoyed staying in contact with him, and hearing his perspective over there is, starkly different from over here. They're worried about food shortages. They've they've got a curfew such that they can only go shopping once a week. Like the entire province, I guess, like different districts are given different days that they can go out and actually get supplies. So, you know, it's weird in that like everyone is cooped up, and then on almost one day, everyone like smashes together to like wrangle supplies, which seems counterintuitive, but I mean.
Yeah, like it was really neat. We follow this guy on YouTube, Harold Balder, and I watched his latest video yesterday, and he's in Sri Lanka right now. He's doing little updates about what it's like for him. He had been cooped up for 5 days, and they were allowed out for their 6 a.m. food run for a few hours, and
the lamps just looked bananas.
It was
the crowds,
crazy.
Yeah.
Civilized, calm.
But crowded.
People he's with, I don't even know how many times I cried watching that video. Just
genuinely good-hearted, hospitable people taking care of a foreigner in a crazy time over there. It was very restored faith in humanity.
Yeah,
the people of Sri Lanka are just so wonderful.
Yeah, it makes, you know, watching, getting outside of your bubble and seeing how it is out there in the world for so many people can really help you ground yourself into realizing you got it good. We got it good here. Beautiful home, roof over our head, family, friends taking care of us. But that doesn't take away the fact that it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, and the future is uncertain. On a positive note, though, yesterday I qualified for the Canadian Emergency Response Bursary. It was crazy easy to apply. If you haven't done it already, take a look at the website. It's based on the month of your birth. It determines what day of the week you can apply. Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, the website is open to anyone born during any time of the year. But Monday was January, February, March, so I got in there right away. It was literally just a few pieces of information, my social insurance number, line 135 of my 2018 tax return, my postal code, and done. It was that simple. I realize there's still a lot of people who are going to fall through the cracks in this system, and I really hope that the government just kind of gets to the conclusion that a universal basic income is the route to go to make sure no one falls through the cracks. You can apply on Thursday?
Day after tomorrow I can apply.
Thursday. Aww. Yeah, it's really simple. Get out there, apply for it. I felt pretty good for the rest of the day. I'm like, I did something. I think yesterday I also kind of came to terms with the fact that while the hospitality industry and tourism and a lot of other industries were instantly decimated, my company, I think, has also been decimated as well. Communication and marketing budgets are among the first things to get cut. Naturally, everyone's trying to save their money. Purse strings are snapping shut. Projects are being postponed, delayed indefinitely, or straight up canceled. So I have no work lined up. There's no crystal ball for this, but like looking out into the future and trying to think about how this is going to play out in the near, medium, and long term, it looks pretty dire for me and my business. I'm not overly thinking it and trying to figure out what will be the reincarnation of staggering media or Trevor Jansen or Marina Leclerc. But hopefully it'll come. Just kind of as much as we're like just paying attention to the signs and signals out there, trying to like block out the noise. It is an exercise in being present, that's for sure.
Yeah, there is. And there's another thing too. I've been talking to my sisters a lot about this. It's like, do we want to go back and step into the same roles we were playing before this? That it's made me really contemplate my life and my movements, how I'm spending my time and where I want to spend my time once all this has dissipated.
I would really like to figure out a path for civic engagement for a lot of people, especially when we're not able to gather. The whole idea of rallies or gathering to strategize around things. It's all virtual now. We used to be able to demonstrate in the streets and show our displeasure for things. And email petitions really didn't have the same kind of weight. And what does civic engagement look like in this digital era where it's not and it's not possible to kind of get together and show our displeasure for the way things are being run or the way things are being negotiated. Now I regret having eaten mine already because I want yours.
When he talks politics, I just listen.
Don't worry, I'm gonna drag you along for the ride. You can just keep eating cupcakes in the background as long as you're helpful.
Okay.
I think there's some really interesting work to be done in that area. And really, whether it's paid or not is something that kind of interests me. If anyone has ideas or collaborations or thoughts around this, leave a note in the comments or reach out to me directly, info@trevorjansen.com.
So just a reminder, doing nothing right now is A-okay, everybody. It's not a competition. I can tell you one thing for sure, I will not be coming out of here with a new skill.
With more muscles, though. You're doing way more workouts than I am.
Doesn't look like it. I do not know why the workouts are not working.
Baloney.
Guess there's nothing else really to talk about. I guess we just wanted to reach out, give a little update about what we're doing. Going crazy, reminding ourselves that it could be worse. And 4 more days and we can get outside and feel the sun on our face. Oh my God, I've never wanted to go for a walk so bad in my life.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have a balcony. We can't go in the hallway. We can't do laundry. We can't get our mail. Like, I'm telling you, people, self-isolation is so different than quarantine. This is fucking insane. It's insane. You know, I feel like I'm not trying to complain here. I know I'm doing my civic duty, but it's like, I feel like I'm being punished for a crime that I never committed. Quarantine is hard.
I think this is going to be a really interesting chapter you can look back on, not fondly, but as definitely part of an interesting story.
Interesting is always a euphemism for
something else.
Oh, and another interesting thing happened. We officially did get that email saying your flights have been canceled. The airline is no longer doing flights. So
yeah. And the third-party booking system that we use seems to have shut up their doors entirely. The customer service phone doesn't work anymore. Their customer support email doesn't work anymore. And our airline is telling us to go through our booking agents to get refunds, so we probably won't see that money again. Wah wah.
Wah 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 wah.
On Saturday morning, if you want to see a spectacle, we have an event listed. If you watch from a safe physical distance, feel free to watch us lose our minds as we enter the outside world.
Ah, I can't wait.
See you Saturday.
Bye. I hope everybody's doing okay.